The following interview is brought to you by local State Farm agent Chris Pettit. Call Chris at 724-532-2100 or visit his website at www.chrispettit.com. A good neighbor with great auto rates. That's your local State Farm agent, Chris Pettit.
Welcome back to the Wildcats Network, as I'm now joined by Head Coach Ron Prady ahead of their Week 2 game against the Norwin Knights. Coach, you're 2-0 to start the year. It may not be the prettiest 2-0 by your standards, but ultimately, what was your takeaway from your Week 1 win, the home opener against the Plum Mustangs with a very energetic crowd?
Well, I think we had a good start. We came out, executed on offense first 2 series, got a stop on defense in between there, and then from there it was just we bogged down, kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit, and we're going to have to get better at that. We're going to come out and understand we have a really good Norwin team this week, and we're going to come out and play well.
You mentioned last week how important it is to start off with that fast start. You did it against Connellsville, and then you did it this week, 13-0 against the Mustangs in the first quarter. What kind of pressure does that apply to an opponent, and what ultimately does that do to your team when you start off fast?
Well, it's great to get that little jolt right at the beginning of the game and get some momentum. But we've got to do a better job is keeping that momentum. We kind of lost it against Plum for a while there, and then it was kind of a back and forth kind of game. And we want to stay out of that, keep momentum when we have it, and continue to roll on offense and play good defense.
Us and you are probably finding difficulty describing Alex Tash's greatness. We know about Alex Tash, the 4-star linebacker, but maybe a lot is underrated about Alex Tash, the running back. 2 big touchdowns for him on Friday, 150-plus yards. Describe Alex Tash, the running back, for what he does as a leader on that offense, but also the player that he is.
Well, Alex has been phenomenal on both sides of the ball. He, as big as he is, he's a tough guy to tackle. He's deceptively fast. He runs really well and gets under his pads when he needs to. So, we're going to continue to get him the ball, as well as Brady and John and Chris Cochran and Andy and the other guys on offense. But Alex is certainly a weapon on both sides of the ball.
And we mentioned that it may not be the prettiest 2-0 for you guys, but again, it's 2-0 as you're working through this non-section part of your schedule. I bet that there are some kinks to work out, especially throughout the rest of September. But since you guys are 2-0, how does that elevate you guys to not only be better in the month of September, but how much does that elevate you knowing that you're still working through the kinks here in September to better your season in October and potentially November?
Well, I always say it's better to not play well and win. I've been on the other side of it where you thought you played really well and you lose. So wins are hard to come by. It's not easy to win, so we'll take them when we get them, with the understanding that we do have to continue to clean a lot of things up and continue to get better. So that's why we're here. That's why we're practicing. The other teams are good too. And Plum was a good football team. They'll win games over there. Those guys have a lot to do with some of our inefficiencies at times. So give Plum a lot of credit. But again, I expect us to play really well this week.
It's a matchup of 2 2-0 teams on Friday, and it's a Westmoreland matchup as well. 6A 2-0 Norwin. At Norwin for you guys on Friday. What will be key in order to make ssure you stay undefeated here in the early part of your season?
Well, we'd love to get that fast start again, and they try to go at a pretty rapid pace on offense, so controlling the ball when we're on offense and keeping the ball out of their hands and sustaining drives would be huge. Keep that clock running, limit their possessions is a big thing. So the longer we can possess the ball and churn out first downs, I think the better chance we have to win.
Coach, thank you. Best of luck against the Knights.
Thanks, Rich.